Making a ragu with sweet Italian sausage is fantastic because so much work has already been done for you. They've salted the meat, they've added herbs and spices inside, and you're able to capture all of those ingredients in what is essentially a single ingredient for you.
I like to take sweet Italian sausage and I like to just cut up the middle here, like that. So now what we're getting is ground pork, olive oil, all right. Ooh, it's the color of the pan. A ragu is basically meat braised in tomatoes. It's very, very important to get some color on your meat first because all that caramelization creates a ton of flavor. Break this up a little. All right, so we're really going full heat here. I'm gonna sprinkle these fennel seeds in here with the pork. They're such complementary flavors that I feel they should be together from the beginning. Carrot and tomato sauce, especially in a ragu, it's fundamental. And this is gonna sweeten up the whole sauce. You see the stuff forming on the bottom here? Right now it's delicious. Very soon it's gonna get burnt. So what you can do is you can just take a little bit of water, or a little bit of white wine, and just shove that there, and now you can scrape it off. So let's keep the bottom of the pan clean. This is a piece of celery, and I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with the carrot. Look, nice crispy pieces, you see that? That's fantastic. It's time to put that in, now that our meat is browned. Now we're gonna lower the heat a little, medium high. I'm throwing some pepper now. A little bit of salt. Nice can of tomatoes. I'm gonna put it right into this. A little bit of water's okay. I also like to add water to the can. Stir that around, and now you've got all the tomato from the can. So I'm just gonna whiz this. And now here comes our tomato and water. All right, here comes a few basil leaves. You can just throw those in there. And now you can just cover this. Put your stove to the absolute lowest setting and go about your day. Take a peek here. Much like a stock, many impurities have risen to the top. Let's get rid of them. Okay, so now that we've taken those impurities off so we can stir it up, we can turn the heat up higher and try and almost like boil the water off. We need to make that taste like the ocean. When I was shopping this morning, I came across this hard amber durum pasta. I'm not a huge fan of whole wheat pastas. I was watching a video by Dan Barber, the New York chef, and he talked about how we don't really have great wheat because it's the most monocultured food. A monoculture is, you know, you've seen the pictures, the fields and fields of wheat. It's all the same type of wheat. So I bought this stuff here, and they literally, they say exactly what he said in his talk. We've taken back the delicious flavors lost to industrial milling over a century ago. It's sort of like a double-edged sword that modern agriculture was trying to solve a problem of feeding the whole world, and now it's creating a problem in that we've lost all the other varieties. It's got a nice tick to it. It does have a lot more flavor. And like I can taste this stone mill that they use to grind it up. Every once in a while, give this a stir. You expose more surface area of the tomato to the air, letting the water evaporate out. We're gonna quickly put it back here so that we retain water. Look at how much water we retained. And I'm gonna start spooning it into the pasta here. Let the last bit of cooking in the pasta be it absorbing the sauce. Let's put a little pecorino romano. And you can just sort of, that looks nice. Only use as much sauce as you need. This way you can keep the sauce in the freezer, in the fridge, take it out when you want. It does get better as it sits. 2 days later, out of the fridge, amazing. It tastes really, really rustic, and I think the reason it tastes really, really rustic is because we cooked the heck out of the sausage. I mean, you saw it, it was crusty in certain spots. And that adds a lot of flavor. Also, the ground up fennel seeds. They're highly cooked braised fennel seeds. They're 4 hours of simmering in tomato sauce fennel seeds. The carrot disappears, but adds a whole nother awesomeness to the tomato. It's like rich without being a gravy, if that makes any sense. It's really hard to describe how food tastes through a television set. So it tastes like this.